And it's some 35 minutes after 7. You're welcome to my banner. It's a Wednesday and we're doing it ourselves. Today we're talking the art of public speaking. You may be thinking to yourself that public speaking doesn't concern you because you perhaps never become the company CEO or tour the world giving speeches. However, the first time you're asked to give an impromptu speech at your best friend's birthday bash or propose a toast at your sister's wedding, you may be reminded of just how wrong you were. Many of us think of giving speeches as only related to a person's job. Although it's true that employees often need to give speeches, you may be surprised how many times you end up in a similar situation outside of the office. Learning public speaking skills will prepare you for situations when you are required to step in the spotlight and also improve your self-confidence in all areas of life. Whether you're giving a speech to a boardroom of executives or addressing your classmates at a high school reunion, learning to speak effectively will improve your self-belief. Your ideals will be taken more seriously, or your ideas will be taken more seriously, and you can influence big decisions. So you may not be blessed with the eloquence of Bill Clinton, Martin Luther King, or Barack Obama, but you can definitely learn to speak with more confidence. And this morning on a Do-It-Yourself Wednesday, I'm speaking to a public speaking coach, Samuel Jonathan. Good morning to you. You're welcome.
Good morning. How do you do?
How do you do? Okay, we're doing public speaking, so I can say it. I'm not very confident when I am told that, you know.
Says who? Based on observation, you represent the best of confidence. So you're doing well.
Thank you. But can we get an explanation of what public speaking is?
I love that, because you cannot become that which you cannot define. So it's good for us to define public speaking. Public speaking essentially is the art of sharing or conveying information with the objective of comprehension.
With the objective of comprehension?
Yes.
What does it mean?
That means that, you know, if you're communication without comprehension is impossible. So just speaking is not public speaking. You must have an audience other than yourself.
Okay.
It can be an audience of 2 or 200. And so in terms of your introduction of what you were saying about public speaking, it's true. Do you know that if somebody is addressing a husband and wife over a coffee table and you're trying to convince them to purchase one of your insurance policies, if you're an insurance salesman, that is public speaking. Because the setting is formal. Or even in your living room can become an auditorium. Because you've invited people from the neighborhood or from your church for Bible study. The formalist setting, it's your living room for entertainment, but it's also a place that you're using to communicate or share information. And so it is public speaking.
Okay, so it means that, I mean, we do it all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
February 14th, men are proposing, will you be? And usually it's in a public place. But essentially, and people may say, well, is that really public speaking? It is. Public speaking has been redefined. And so you realize that life is a series of presentations.
Okay. So how teachable are public speaking skills?
Very teachable. It just depends on your willingness. You cannot help the unwilling. And so there's some people who are watching now who would say, but when I speak, people listen. The question is better possible? And according to Samuel Jonathan, if better is possible, good is not enough. You've got people who preach and they say, wait a minute, I preach, people are falling under the anointing. You're telling me as a pastor, I need public speaking skills? It's essential. Essential. So people, if you're willing to learn, then if you're teachable, yes, you can.
Would it ever come to you naturally? Do some people just have it?
I like that question, because some people ask me, Mr. Jonathan, are great speakers born? I say, well, that's the only way they can come into the world. They have to be born. However, our cups are half empty, some half full. So you've got somebody probably who, in terms of speaking, there may be a 2 on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, there may be a 2. For somebody else, there may be a 5. You know, so if the person is available and willing to learn, they can be developed and they can be improved. So it is possible. The question is, how many people are availing themselves to be coached? And that's the challenge we have in this part of the world. Sometimes people think, well, I have the title, who are you to tell me that I need coaching? If a person is willing to learn, they can be developed, yes.
Okay. Yeah.